Today I want to share with you a brief description of the kind of spiritual life that Abdu'l-Bahá lived. And this description comes from one of my favorite books of all time. It's a book called Portals to Freedom by Howard Colby Ives, who was a Unitarian minister living in the New York, New Jersey area, and who spent quite a lot of time with Abdu'l-Bahá when he came to America. So Howard Colby Ives says of Abdu'l-Bahá, "Here I saw a man who outwardly, like myself, lived in the world of confusion, yet inwardly, beyond the possibility of doubt, lived and worked in that higher and real world. All his concepts, all his motives, all his actions derived their springs from that world of light. And, which is to me a most inspiring and encouraging fact, he took it for granted that you and I, the ordinary run-of-the-mill humanity, could enter into and live in that world if we would." So I think that the kind of spiritual life that Abdu'l-Bahá lived, he lived it very much in the world of confusion, in society, actively participating in the world with other people. And of course, it's by living in this confusing world and engaging with it that we get all our knocks and we get shaken up and we have hard times, and we perhaps learn lessons that we might not have learned otherwise. And of course, also it's by participating in the world, we have opportunities to help each other, which in Abdu'l-Bahā's view really was the major component of living a spiritual life, was simply to be helpful to each other. And I think it's probably an underestimation to say that Abdu'l-Bahá had a large share of knocks and disappointments and difficulties in his life. But what's interesting is to look at how I think the right word is how he digested them, because for all of Abdu'l-Bahā's composure in the face of hardship, I don't think we could ever really describe him as being like stoically unaffected by difficulties. Far from it. He was known to feel deep sadness at times when deep sadness was the right thing to feel. He was known to openly weep whenever he just simply spoke about the hardships that his family had gone through, and he often commented on how he had experienced tremendous anxiety at times when he was in danger. The point is that there was space in Abdu'l-Bahā's spiritual life to feel the whole gamut of human emotions, and I think in his approach to spirituality there was an acknowledgement that when we live a meaningful, purposeful life, there will be joy and fulfillment, but there will also still be the inevitable pains and difficulties of life. But the key thing is that those difficulties, those pains, don't penetrate us quite so severely. And in relation to this world of light that, as Howard Colby Ives mentioned, Abdu'l-Bahá once said the following. He said, "A man living with his thoughts in this kingdom knows perpetual joy. The ills all flesh is heir to do not pass him by, but they only touch the surface of his life. The depths are calm and serene." Hi there, I'm doing these short videos throughout 2021 in honor of the centenary of the passing of Abdu'l-Bahá, whose writings are the basis of my new album, Home of Light, which is coming out one song at a time throughout the year. All these short stories come from this book, Vignettes from the Life of Abdu'l-Bahá by Annamarie Honnold, and I hope these little anecdotes give us some glimpses into Abdu'l-Bahā's life during this special year. Also, if you'd like a copy of the album, since Home of Light has been made through the support of so many friends around the world, I've decided to give it away as a gift on behalf of everybody who helped to make it. So if you'd like to receive the album, you can sign up at my website, lukeslott.com. It's linked in the description below. And in November, prior to the centenary itself, you'll receive the album as a gift in celebration of Abdu'l-Bahā's life. So I appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you'd like to hear the story behind the album, you can check out my podcast, A Story of Light, also linked in the description below.